Yeah, and one thing I've been reflecting on, just as we're kind of coming out of, or just as the lockdown changes, we're not entirely kind of coming out as if we've returned to a sense of normality, but yeah, just been reflecting on what have I missed and what have I not missed. Um, so I don't know if that's a similar thing for you, as you're able to access some things but not others. And morning, Lindsay. Yeah, so we'll just wait another minute. Just for everybody to arrive, and then we'll just spend 15 minutes just having a pause and just sitting together and doing nothing. So do get yourself a drink, um, and make yourself comfortable wherever you've chosen to sit, or you might want to just lie down, wherever you are. And yeah, do say hi in the chat box just so we know who's with us and how you are. You might be working, you might be at home, you might be at home working, just might want to say what's happening in your day. So it's 11 o'clock, so we'll just start now together. And I just wanted to begin with a poem that may or may not have any resonance with you. But for me it did, and it felt quite strong. So I'll just share it with you. It's by Adyashanti, and it's an excerpt from My Secret is Silence. So if you prefer smoke over fire, then get up now and leave. For I do not intend to perfume your mind's clothing with more city knowledge. No, I have something else in mind. Today I hold a flame in my left hand and a sword in my right, and there will be no damage control today. God is in a mood to plunder your riches and fling you nakedly into such breathtaking poverty that all that will be left of you will be a tendency to shine. So just don't sit around this flame choking on your mind. This is no campfire song to mindlessly mantra yourself to sleep with. Jump now into the space between thoughts and exit this dream before I burn the damn place down. So it's quite strong, but it did kind of speak to me of just kind of stopping from those habitual thoughts or tendencies, um, and just actually work with being in the space between the thoughts, which is one of the things we're trying to do here when we're taking this 15-minute pause. So morning, Carol and Isabel. So let's just see if we can just pause and just notice what comes between the thoughts, those gaps and spaces between. And we can do that just by becoming just really comfortable and relaxed. Maybe just taking a few deeper breaths, just to signal that we're just relaxing and taking a pause. And maybe just noticing the chair or where you've chosen to sit. Just that contact, how that feels. Maybe just seeing if we can just relax a little bit more, just give up our kind of weight to the gravity. Just sink in and let go. Maybe just begin by noticing the space that you take up and the space around. So just noticing what's around you, the room that you're in, or if you're sat outside. And we could just get a bit of a sense of the kind of grounds beneath and the sky above, just to get a sense of how we're just a very small part of everything else on the earth. Just getting a sense of our space and the space around, a sense of others and the enormity of that. It can give us a bit of a sense of connection as well, that although we're not physically together, we're all kind of sat and connected, sitting on the same earth, if you like. Got that sense of connection with each other. I think that's what feels really special with practicing together, particularly in these morning meditations, is that sense of sangha or community that we've got with each other, with the same names arriving. And people actually come into their sangha night as well on a Wednesday evening, so we're actually getting to see and meet people, which is really lovely. Hoping that we still have that sense of being able to practice together in the mornings at 8 o'clock, or connecting in with the other meditations that we'll put on at the centre and continue online. So we might want to just tune in and connect with the breath and just notice the breath. It can have a really direct effect on how we're feeling. So whether we breathe deeper in the body to try and feel more relaxed, or whether we're just naturally relaxing and notice that our breath deepens, the two are kind of interrelated. And then we might just want to scan the body whilst we're just sat here, just see where our attention falls. Whether that's to any contraction or tension, and see if we can just relax that a little bit and let go. Or particularly if you can tune into any kind of pleasurable sensations, any pleasure in the body, any sense of relaxation or ease, or kind of tingling vibrational quality we get when we become more relaxed or more absorbed. Maybe tuning into the heart center as well, just to get a sense of how you're feeling right now. If there's any difficulty, just sitting alongside. Just the same as we would sit with a good friend or sit with each other here. So just taking the time to notice. Often we can be, or I certainly can be, quite busy, so even notice. Maybe just noticing what thoughts arrive. And see if we can just allow them just to move on without getting caught up, a bit like bubbles. Reminds me of the blowing bubbles with my kids. They're all different kind of sizes, and you can see all the different colours. It reminds me of kind of thoughts. Some seem more enticing than others, or more important than others. But can I just not get caught up and just allow them to kind of move along or pop, which is not always easy. So whether we've got a planning mind going on of what we need to be doing, or a mind that's in the past thinking about something that's already happened, or a future mind wanting something to come into being. So just notice. And just noticing what's coming in all the different senses. So sounds that you can hear around, the taste of your drink, and maybe the warmth of your cup if it's a warm drink. Or maybe even just kind of noticing any particular preferences that we have. Do we want things to be a particular way? And what way is that and why? Is that we're taking time just to become more aware, more mindful, just to get to know ourselves, of what we're taking out into the world and to others? Or even just becoming more aware of how we are so we can be kind to ourselves, what we need. I think one thing I've been reflecting on that I just mentioned earlier is as the lockdown restrictions are easing, what have I missed in these past number of months and what have I not? And I've definitely noticed that my life was incredibly busy with lots of really positive things in it, but I've really not missed that kind of busyness of just jumping around in and out the car, going to various different places, and having not even been in my car other than having to go to the supermarket or the chemist. So there's some things I really don't want to return to that I can do differently, or I'm hoping I can do differently, and I don't actually just slip back into my usual habits. One thing that Mark mentioned at Sangonite last night was he was reading from the Dhammapada, and one of the quotes was about being content and solitary. And I think there's a lot in that for me. But not necessarily even having to be alone, but just being more self-contained and not in kind of reaching out or needing to go in places and do things. You might not have the same tendencies, but that's kind of something I've become more aware of. So I'll just finish off by just reading the poem again. So, if you prefer smoke over fire, then get up now and leave, for I do not intend to perfume your mind's clothing with more sooty knowledge. No, I have something else in mind. Today I hold a flame in my left hand and a sword in my right, and there will be no damage control today. God is in a mood to plunder your riches and fling you nakedly into such breathtaking poverty that all will be left of you will be a tendency to shine. So don't just sit around this flame choking on your mind. This is no campfire song to mindlessly mantra yourself to sleep with. Jump now into the space between thoughts and exit this dream before I burn the damn place down. Okay, so it's 11:15. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been really great to do these morning Cuppa meditations. And I look forward to seeing you in the morning meditations at 8 o'clock. And I do hope you'll stay with us and we'll just kind of evolve together as an online Sangha with what's kind of needed and wanted in this kind of ever-changing time. So I hope you're all well and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever's happening for you and how it unfolds. Okay, take care, everybody. Lots of love. Hope to see you again soon.